Hey everyone, Rarity Dash here. Time for another MLP Season 5 blind commentary. Yes, this is a commentary video. If you want to just watch the episode on its own, look elsewhere. And so, last week was pretty special, huh? For however much I personally enjoyed it, it seemed everyone else was even more floored. I think in part I sort of went into the whole thing braced for it to be hit with all this negativity and have to, in some regard, defend the thing. But you know, I really don't know if that exactly happened. There were surprisingly few critics from whatever I could tell. Didn't hear a lot of negative stuff about the episode. And in my case, I think I came away from every of my many successive rewatches of the thing liking it a little more. I don't ultimately know if I would rank it ahead of episode 7 of the season, the Discord one. Probably not, but it's at least close. But we're not here to talk about last week, but rather a new episode that came out. Yeah, there is a new episode, even if it didn't get the tiniest inkling of the same hype and fanfare that the last one did. Yeah, I don't think there were even any promos or pre-episode spoilers to avoid. Honestly, between that and the fact that it is in fact a Spike episode, I kind of get the feeling we're being set up for something a lot more minor. I can't help but be reminded of way back in Season 1 when All's Well That Ends Well followed the Cutie Mark Chronicles. Though perhaps that's not fair. Spike episodes can be hit or miss, but honestly I generally like them. You have to go all the way back to Dragon Quest to find one I'm not so keen on, and even there, I think there are some really cool ideas. Some stuff was just pretty clumsily done. In general, I actually rather like Spike. He has this kind of cool character arc of sorts, dealing with all these questions of identity and self-worth, and generally his episodes are pretty fun. So yeah, this could be good, even if I don't think there's an expectation from anyone to meet what happened last week. We also apparently have a new writer on board for the episode, Neil Dewsdow, which, yeah, I'm not sure what that could mean. Season 5 new writers are 1 for 1 as far as I'm concerned so far. Sweet Castle was excellent. So hopefully this guy will be just as good. Anyway, the episode has the rather amusing title of Princess Spike. Almost makes it sound like a Larson episode, huh? It is episode 10 of Season 5, and I will be starting it now. Let's go. Okay. And now we got ponies walking into Canterlot Castle. Cool. Canterlot episode, perhaps? There's a crystal pony. Is that Fluffy Clouds? I see Griffin, too. Cool. Some interesting new designs, I think. And Luna! Celestia, please? Yes! There she is. Best princess. And the other two princesses are there too.
Celebrate and learn from all the unique places that make up our wonderful land of Equestria. At tonight's welcome reception, Princess Cadence will dedicate this beautiful friendship statue made up of gemstones from each
friendship
of your home
statue.
cities.
Okay, that's nice.
Now I'd like to turn things over to the
And
one
Spike
who
wants to eat
organized
it.
the summit, Princess Twilight Sparkle.
Aww.
Thank you, everybody.
Organizing the summit,
With
huh?
delegates from over 50 cities attending 3 days
That
of
one in the front has a
conferences,
cool design.
receptions, and meetings. This
Very
is
interesting
the
hair.
largest Grand Equestria Pony Summit yet. And let me tell you, putting it all together has led to more than one sleepless night.
Oh,
We're so
I'll
excited
bet.
to have you here and to learn more about life all across this great land of ours.
Yeah, that's a cool design. I wonder if she's important.
Assistant Spike would like to say a few words.
What are you gonna say, Spike?
Hello, every pony. I'm here to help any way I can. So if there's anything I can do for any of you,
We love you, Princess Twilight! We love all the princesses!
I guess every pony loves a princess.
Need to become an alicorn, Spike.
My little pony.
Which might actually be the plot of the episode. If it's actually literal. That would be weird. Very weird. Oh shit, it's magic with me.
Big adventure, tons of fun. A
Beautiful heart.
faithful and strong. Sharing kindness, an easy feat. And
Magic makes it all complete. My very best friends. Alright. We are indeed staying in Canterlot for now.
Spike!
Cadence!
Spike?
Little help?
Good to see more Cadence.
We need you.
Of course. What can I do? Whoa, what happened to you?
Oh.
Oh, I'm sorry, Spike. I just...
Okay, so
need a
the
quick nap.
story idea came from the directors.
Delicate...
She's been awake 3 straight days preparing for the summit. We need to make sure she gets some
Book
rest
pillow.
today. She'll never be able to attend the welcome reception in this condition. Can I count on you to see to it that she isn't disturbed?
I promise, I won't let you down.
Just a pony mime. Nice.
Not on my watch. Excuse me? Can you keep it down a little? Oh
Yeah.
no! I'll give you birdseed, words, anything. Just please stop singing before you wake the princess! I can't believe that worked. Hi, fellas. Sorry to break up your game, but there's sort of an important diplomatic summit kind of thingy going on, and it involves a princess needing to sleep, and, maybe you could move your game somewhere else?
Of course.
The princess thanks you for your understanding. Excuse me, do you have to do this right now?
Chainsaw pony.
Oh no! Are those dragon sneeze trees?
Why is that a thing?
Top heavy. Wouldn't take much to bring these beauties down.
Can't you just wait a few hours?
Sorry, it's a public hazard. I got my orders.
Well, I've got my orders too. Princess Twilight.
Princess Twilight? Oh, why didn't you say so? Gee, I reckon they'll keep a few more hours.
Good thing I got the princesses on my side.
And another one.
Come on! Excuse me! Excuse me, sir! I really need you to stop right now! Oops.
Let me guess, the noise? Sorry, but we can't have a broken water main.
What, you couldn't do this yesterday?
Hey, pal, I'm just trying to make sure everything runs smooth for the summit.
But there is no summit without Princess Twilight, and she needs things to be kept quiet around here. So if you don't mind,
All right, if that's how she wants it. But if something happens, it ain't my fault.
Okay.
Princess Twilight will be rested, Princess Cadence will be proud, and Princess Spike deserves a little
Princess Spike.
Princess Spike.
I'll tell you something, all right? I worked forever on this station. I know I have work.
Hi. Can I help you?
More interesting
The
designs.
distinguished pony from up Manhattan and I are in a bit of a pickle, and we need the Princess Twilight to resolve it.
Can you talk a little quieter? And maybe come back later?
Oh, sure, now, gosh, I wish we could, but we're both supposed to give speeches about our local economies in 5 minutes, and we've been booked in the same hall.
I had the room first. And let's be honest, my speech is more important.
Point of order there, sir, but I think you'll find that my speech is the more important one, don't you know?
Yours is gonna have a lot of unhappy delegates on your hooves unless we get a ruling from Princess Twilight right now.
Let me see what I can do.
Aww.
scheduling?
Oh, yeah. 2 delegates have speeches booked in the same hall. What do I do?
Okay, no problem. Just put the hay in the apple and eat the candle.
Of course.
Oh, I need an answer. But Twilight can't even think straight. Oh my gosh. What am I supposed to do?
Well, what did she say? She picked me, right?
Hey, let's not be too hasty there, good sir. I got a
That pony's accent.
Hey, if she didn't pick me, it ain't hard to see that as an insult to all of Manhattan. You know what I'm saying?
And it'd sure be a shame to see something like a scheduling issue create a nasty old rift between Winnieapolis and Ponyville.
Winnieapolis.
What did
Yeah,
the princess say?
definitely
Come on
a
now, spit it
Minnesota accent.
She said that... Well, she said that she wants you to share it.
If that's what the princess wants, what are you gonna do?
The princess is always right. Now
Listen,
there you go.
no
we
hard
got a
feelings. This is
solution.
not about you and
I
me.
have no
right?
hard
I mean, this is.
Now, back to more important things.
Combining those 2 talks was a disaster. The hall was overcrowded and the speakers just shouted over each other.
Huh? But...
Why would the princess have made such a decision?
By order of Princess Twilight, be quiet!
I was really looking forward to the don't spend all your bits speech, but when I went into the hall, a pony had taken my seat. A pony who used to be my friend.
Your friend took your seat? Big deal. Why don't you just...
No offense, but I don't need some random dragon's opinion. I want to hear what Princess Twilight thinks.
Fine. The princess says no friendship should end over a seat. You should forgive your friend.
Of course! Oh, the princess is so wise.
I could tell these delegates anything as long as they think it came from Twilight.
Uh-huh.
All right, who's next?
Okay. Matilda again? Showing that pony a lot. Maybe it's just that she stands out. And there's the griffin.
So, how can Princess Twilight be of service?
Fancy pants.
Host city,
Been a while since we've seen him.
feels it's only right that we should get passes to every meeting and party, yes?
Well, that doesn't seem fair. I mean, Princess Twilight doesn't think that seems fair.
Yes, very well. It was worth a try, though, wasn't it, old chap?
Oh, fancy pants.
This is great! I just took care of a whole bunch of stuff that Twilight won't have to worry about when she wakes up. Wonder if any pony else needs the princess's help. If I can check a few of these meetings off Twilight's schedule, then when she
Okay.
wakes up, she won't have to think about anything but the
Probably
reception.
not a good idea, Spike.
Says here you have a meeting with Princess Twilight?
Yuppers, she wanted me to prep her on all the different gemstones in the Citizens of Equestria statue before the reception tonight.
Okay, go ahead.
Well, I'd rather, tell the princess directly.
Well, if it helps, you can call me Princess Spike. No,
Yeah.
it's all right. The princess asked me to take care of a few things for her. That's why I came to find you.
If you say so.
The princess says so.
Okay, let's start with Topaz.
I'm here for your 2 o'clock.
You? But I'm supposed to be briefing Princess Twilight on the progress with the water main.
I speak for the princess.
Oh, wow. Can I start fixing it again? I'm getting a little worried, to be honest.
Actually, Twilight still needs a rest. And her new
Okay.
policy is still in effect for a few more
Everything is going to go wrong. Can see it now.
Spike, what's going on?
Cadence.
You know, just setting him up and knocking him down.
What do you mean?
Not only have I kept things quiet so Twilight could sleep, I also took care of all her afternoon meetings so she won't have to worry about him when she wakes up.
Are you sure she'd want you doing that? There are so many things to keep track of at this summit.
Nah, don't worry. I got it covered. I know Twilight so well, it's easy to make decisions like her.
Oh, okay. Well, thank you for keeping Twilight's stress level down. As long as that's the real reason you're doing it.
Well, why else would I be doing it?
You're not enjoying speaking for Twilight a little bit?
Enjoying it? No way.
Cadence sees
The
right
only
through
things
him.
I'm doing by order of the princess are for the good of the summit.
Uh-huh.
Order of the princess.
Gustav.
Order of the princess.
Lots of characters we haven't seen in a while.
Order of the princess. Princess life is good.
Yeah, taking it a bit far now, Spike.
It sure is. But it's also hard work, isn't it?
Nah, it's not so bad.
Spike, I'm concerned you might be abusing your relationship with Twilight.
What are you talking about? I'm a great princess. I mean, Twilight's a great princess, and I've been working hard to help her. When two delegates had a falling out, I'm the one who fixed her friendship. I listened to that pony drone on about gems for 45 minutes, so Twilight wouldn't have to. I moved a polo match away from the tower so she could sleep. And I didn't even eat that delicious-looking statue. I'm a decision-making master. Okay. So maybe I did get a little carried away making decisions, but it's not like anything bad happened.
And here's where it goes all wrong. Yeah, there we go.
This is unexpected!
I'll go shut off the main. You get rid of the water.
How does she expect Spike to do that? Not gonna work. Okay. Cadence has some crystal magic. That's new. Oh, fancy, fancy. Huh.
At least the statue's okay.
Not for long.
Oh no. Oh no. Oh, bless me.
Yeah.
What's the meaning of this?
Well, you see, there was this polo game and...
How could you let a water main burst on Canterlot's most important day?
Hey, don't look at me! Princess Twilight said to stop working on it.
Well, what about these trees? I ordered them trimmed to avoid just such a situation.
Well, the princess told me to stop, bub.
Why would the princess make such horrible decisions? This all could have been prevented.
Please, every pony, listen! I'm so sorry all this happened!
What are you apologizing for? These were Princess Twilight's awful decisions.
I'm about to blow my stack on Princess Twilight, I'll tell you that from the
Yeah, me too.
I'll not let Princess
Just that
Twilight
pony's
give
voice.
Canterlot a bad name in the eyes of Equestria. Come on, every pony. Let's go give her a piece of our mind.
Please! You've got it all wrong! I mean, wait!
is it now? There's an angry mob here that demands satisfaction.
It's just that we don't want to wake the
Oh,
princess.
fancy pants.
Wake her? What? You're telling me that she's asleep?
Princess, we must speak at once. She is sleeping!
She's a pretty heavy sleeper.
I'm glad you're here, Spike. We've got a lot to do. Do you know if the water main was fixed?
You seem well rested.
I haven't slept like that since I was a filly.
You haven't? Well, at least I got one thing right. And it was the one thing Cadence asked of me. Maybe I did do a good job today.
Yeah.
Fancy pants, what's wrong?
Don't play games with me, Princess. You know why I'm here.
Is this about the special privileges you wanted? Because this seems a little extreme.
Special privileges? The last thing on my mind is special privileges.
What's going on, Spike?
You needed to sleep. And Princess Cadence told me you weren't to be disturbed. And there was this bird, and well, long story short, I made a few decisions on your behalf.
A few decisions?
Well, maybe more than a few, but I had good intentions. Honest. Until I didn't anymore. I'm sorry, Twilight. I guess I got a little carried away. It just felt so good to have ponies caring about my opinions on such important matters. I guess I was just enjoying feeling like a princess.
Well, Spike, one of the most important things a princess can do is realize when she's made a mistake and fix it.
How do I do that?
You could start with them.
Hi there, every pony. So, I guess I owe you all a pretty big apology. It's funny. Here we are at a summit that brings together ponies from all across Equestria, and all I could think about was myself. You all came here to celebrate the things that make each of our cities so unique and special. But instead of getting into the spirit of things like all of you, I used my friend's position to make myself feel good.
The Canterlot Ruby goes here, old sport.
And ours goes here, don't you know?
It all turns out the way you want it.
Does this mean you forgive me?
Sure. You know, the whole idea of the statue is that when each of us plays our own small part, it adds up to something grand.
Quite. Just like how all our cities make up the beautiful land of Equestria.
I hereby dedicate the Citizens of Equestria statue to every pony who plays their part, no matter how big or how small.
Oh, come on!
Okay. Just cuts off there, I guess. Yeah, the streak that began with episode 7 ended last week. Safe to say that now. This was probably on the same tier of enjoyable yet unremarkable, which episode 6 was. And it's probably the least interesting Spike episode in a while. Again, it touched on the whole idea of self-worth, but it seemed kind of shallow with it. Compared to something like Equestria Games, and it really pales. Though I suppose there it was Spike wanting to perform meaningful actions and being unable to, as opposed to Spike suddenly being able to do all this stuff in Twilight's name and just getting out of hand with it. And really, when it comes down to it, I'm not sure how much he can even really be rightly blamed for how it went. It's kind of weird. I mean, after a point it went to his head and he fell to his core character flaw of greed, but I mean, he was just determined as possible to do well by Cadence and Twilight. It was just his utter bad luck that so much wrong was happening that Twilight needed to be awake for, and yeah. I mean, I guess we could say he could have gone to find some other princess to ask what to do in some of these situations, rather than just deciding it all on his own, but I don't know. It's really just kind of hard to blame him for the initial conflict, especially since he did at first try and get answers from Twilight and try and wake her up, but she just didn't want to. But that aside, the episode had some cool things in it. For one, it's an episode for all those people who complain that Twilight never does anything princessy outside of the two-parters and stuff. For another, there were lots of interesting characters filling the episode, some returning and some new. Lots of great new designs for the representatives attending the summit. Makes you wonder if some of them will appear again and be characters eventually, because now we have the whole map thing where we go to all these different places. Might be something. Also, we had some returning characters. Great to see Fancy Pants again, he's always entertaining. Also, Gustave Legrand made a cameo for once, and there was that Fluffy Clouds character from the gag earlier this season. Didn't expect to see that guy again. Think we even saw Matilda, which, yeah, that's kind of interesting. Are we going to take away that she is the official representative of Ponyville? If so, that might actually go a long way toward explaining why princesses and stuff would show up at her wedding. Which is kind of cool. Also, it was really cool to see Cadence in another fairly major role. I like her, and like seeing her be given a chance to do stuff. And Twilight was pretty cute too. Honestly, I think the episode was more interesting for everything in it besides Spike, which really isn't a good thing. I'll have to rewatch it a few more times, see if my opinion changes, but for now, I'd say this is probably right toward the bottom of the list for Season 5 episodes. So far for me. Might even be at the bottom, as I think there was a lot more to appreciate in Bloom and Gloom, really, when it comes down to it. Though yeah, I didn't hate it or anything. Anyway, hope you liked the commentary, let me know if you did, and see you in the next one.